Isn't that quite the sight? A bed of leaves, it really makes quite an impression. I'm out for a walk and I invite you to join me as I just kind of stroll along. I have a book in my library. It's a neat it's a neat book. It's an old book. In fact, it was published in 1908. I have a section in my library with some old books, some treasures I've been lugging around for many years. But it's a kind of got a grabbing title. I like the title of it. It's entitled "Out of Doors in the Holy Land." So it seems appropriate that on a beautiful fall day like this, as I'm outdoors, I can take a minute and reflect on this title, "Out of Doors in the Holy Land." It's written by Henry Van Dyke. What's interesting about it, and let me switch around so I can. It does have an interesting statement in the preface, as he's introducing the sort of the reason behind the book. He says, for a long time I had imagined what it would be like to go to the land of Palestine. Growing up as a youngster, he would hear the stories from the Bible, and he would wonder about what it would be like to be there. But then he went on to say that my fear that I might be rudely awakened by going there was rudely shaken by a little voyage to the gates of death. He doesn't say exactly what had happened to him or what the accident was that brought him to that conclusion, but all he says was that little voyage to the gates of death, where it was made clear to me that no belief is worth keeping unless it can bear a touch of reality. No belief is worth keeping unless it can bear a touch of reality. Those are wise words from a wise man. You see, we believe in Jesus Christ, God's only Son. And we believe that He came to this earth to rescue us. And even in the touches of our reality, we realize that we keep believing, and we need to keep believing. It's been rough over the last number of months. People have dealt with the difficulties of disease. Many people have felt the troubling feeling of being alone or being cooped up, and all of those things that go along with that. Many in our populations have not been able to see their loved ones on a regular basis because they're in long-term care situations, and it's best for them, for their health at least, that they are restricted on their visits. But it's troubling, it's difficult. It's the reality of our lives. But as Mr. Van Dyke reminds us, no belief is worth it, really, unless it can stand up under the strength of the reality of our lives. So with strength we move forward, not our strength, but the Lord's strength. God has made it plain to us in His Word that we are weak, but He is strong. And because He is strong, He is seeing us through. We're not sure how long a pandemic is. We don't know, but we can have this confidence that the Lord is seeing us through, and that the Lord has not abandoned us, and that we can and should and must continue to put our trust in Him. We believe in the one and only God, the one who is all-powerful and all-knowing, and who is ever-present, and who will see us through each and every step of this journey that we're on. So I want you to take courage and continue to put your trust in Almighty God. He alone is the one that will see us through, and He alone is the one that deserves our praise and our adoration. Well, before I go, a little story for you, story time. It's a story from the Associated Press. It was about some cows that went bad. At least that was the impression of the Idaho Falls police when they tried to apprehend a fugitive 1,000-pound Black Angus. In fact, 2 of the cows broke out. They nudged the barn door open and made their escape. One of them, getting hungry, returned back to the barn on its own the next morning. The other, though, continued on a madcap crime spree, as was described by the writer. When a police officer tried to apprehend the cow by driving beside it in his Ford Explorer, the fugitive animal rammed into the Explorer. Eventually, the capture of the runaway cow involved 2 police officers, an animal control officer, and the farm couple who owned the cow. Bessie, not her real name, to protect her identity, was eventually returned to the farm and undoubtedly had to enter a period of extended probation and perhaps even self-isolation. Shelley Turnbow, who's part owner of the cow, said, "I don't know what got into it. We've been raising cows for 20 years and never had something like this happen before." So if you're out in the woods today and you happen to see a runaway cow, proceed with caution. Hope you have a great day. God bless you.